Imagine for a moment an interplanetary war. What kind of technologies would such a conflict necessitate? How would we harness the vast energy sources required for such a monumental endeavor? In the present day, our technology is largely earthbound and terrestrial in nature. Our most advanced weapon systems, such as intercontinental ballistic missiles and nuclear warheads, are designed with the physics of our own planet in mind. They are bound by the laws of gravity, by the composition of our atmosphere, by the very fabric of our world. But what if those constraints no longer applied? In the vacuum of space, concepts like gravity and atmospheric pressure become almost irrelevant. The technologies we would need for interplanetary warfare would have to be radically different from anything we have today. Take propulsion, for example. The rocket engines we currently use for space travel are incredibly energy-intensive and inefficient. They work by expelling a stream of high-speed particles in one direction, which pushes the rocket in the opposite direction. But in a war scenario, we would need something faster, more agile, and less predictable. Enter the concept of antimatter propulsion. Antimatter is, in essence, the opposite of regular matter. When the two come into contact, they annihilate each other, releasing a tremendous amount of energy. This energy could, theoretically, be harnessed to power a spacecraft. The technology to do this doesn't exist yet, but scientists are already working on it. Then there's the question of weaponry. In the vacuum of space, traditional guns and missiles would be largely useless. Instead, we might turn to energy-based weapons. Lasers, for instance, could be used to damage or disable enemy spacecraft. Again, this technology is in its infancy, but it's not outside the realm of possibility. And finally, there's the matter of energy sources. To sustain a war effort on an interplanetary scale, we would need a virtually limitless supply of energy. One possible solution is nuclear fusion, the process that powers the sun. If we could harness this process, we could potentially have a nearly inexhaustible source of energy. It's a challenging task, but one that scientists and engineers are actively pursuing. So, to summarize, interplanetary warfare would require a complete rethinking of our current technologies. We would need new methods of propulsion, new types of weaponry, and new sources of energy. But while these challenges are daunting, they are not insurmountable. With the right investment in research and development, we could one day have the technology necessary to wage war among the stars. Let's just hope we never have to.